So invest in your brain. Basically, that's it. Invest in your brain. Invest in physical items like a lot or a home, or invest in your brain. Very well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Frank Iñiguez. I am the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is make money in your free time. And I want to start off by saying thank you to all the people that watch us from different parts of the world. I mean, I'm getting comments from Europe. I'm getting comments from South America. I'm getting a lot of comments from here in the United States. And I was thinking, man, what are we going to do for all the people that are watching from outside of the United States? There's a lot of you that's watching us. So I want to say thank you to all of you that are contributing to our channel by watching and sharing and subscribing. Our channel has grown tremendously thanks to you, and we hope that it continues to grow. So now, for the people that are not from here in the United States, I want to share a short story about our videographer, Heriberto. He owns a lot out in Mexico. And like him, there are many that own lots. And this is dedicated to the youth from 80 and under. And people probably laugh, 80 and under? Yeah, well, because I think those people can still create something. Heriberto has a lot, an empty lot, and he's just sitting there. It's doing nothing. And I want to connect his story to one of my cousin's stories. His name was Rodrigo Iñiguez Ramirez. And when we were younger, we used to play around once in a while that his family and my family were just one long family, because his oldest, when it went down to the youngest, there was enough time to connect us to the oldest, our oldest, and then down to the youngest. So we used to play around. Anyway, he came from Mexico. And when he was with us, he would send money to Mexico. And I would ask him occasionally, hey, what are you doing sending the money over there for? What are you creating? Oh, well, I'm building my house. And he was able to build not all of it, but partial. This is his father's house, and then this was his house, and he did whatever he was going to do to it. And then I asked him, "You're still not finished?" He says, "So I'm creating something else." And I said, "What are you creating?" "Well, I have an empty lot outside of the city, outside of the pueblo. And what are you creating there?" He says, "Well, I'm going to partition it with a wall. I'm going to make a wall to separate the lots." And I said, "How's that going to be beneficial for you?" He says, "Oh, because later on I'm going to have a storage for food, for pasture for the animals that I'm going to get." And I said, "Okay." And the story goes on, and sometimes on Fridays we would get together and share a beer, and he would go, "Oh yeah, I can share a beer, but I still have to send money." And then the next weekend he would be like, no, I gotta send money because they're building it. And long story short, he's gonna go back to Mexico because that's where his family was. And I asked him, "Hey, so how did it go?" He says, "Well, the value of my lot doubled because of the wall and the storage that I made. I also made the corral for the bull that I bought and the cow that I bought, and it doubled." And I go, "Wow, did you put that much money?" He goes, "Interestingly enough, no, I didn't. I probably put less than a quarter of the value that it grew. So I only put about a quarter, and I'm getting double the amount." Now, for you, I don't know what country you're in. I know the United States has a lot of rules and regulations to be able to build a home, but I know people out in Mexico or Guatemala, they can do sections at a time, and they're okay to do that. If you're one of those countries, take advantage. I would recommend Heriberto to take advantage to go ahead and create that wall. Just by creating that wall, who knows, it may double. Anyway, that's what happened for Rodrigo. He doubled his money by investing there. Now, also what you can do, because what about if you don't have a lot? Well, you can also invest in your brain. And there's a story of this one guy in my book about him being a mechanic. He came from Mexico, and he went to work at a factory, and he figured out, hey, they're not paying me enough. And then he started asking around, well, what pays? And it turned out that somebody said, hey, mechanics make pretty good money. He says, I could be a mechanic. He didn't know anything about mechanics. So he started helping somebody for free on mechanics. Under quotes, for free. He started teaching them. And next thing you know, people are knocking on his door so he can change the brakes. After the brakes, he went into tune-ups, and then he learned about the motor and putting a new motor or rebuilding the motor. Right now, he's one of the best mechanics I know. He made money on his free time. A lot of people, when they get off of work, they come home, and many are looking for extra work to do. Well, you can go to work on your own. You can go to work on your lot if you have a lot outside of the United States, or you can, if you are here in the United States and you have a home, people will go look for a part-time, but there are a lot of men. I'm going to focus on the men because I've seen mostly men in construction that can put beautiful countertops, marble countertops, granite marble tops, and they go install them for $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, but you go to the house and they don't have one. Imagine in their free time to be able to change their kitchen countertop, and they do it for themselves. Well, they're not going to get paid right there and then, but they already have the knowledge. All they need to do is get the rock, work the rock, polish the rock, and install it. And even though they're not going to get paid at the moment, if they were to go get an appraisal on their house, just for that alone, it's going to go up. So they're making money on their free time. Now, if they don't make it right there and then, when they sell the house, that house will go up. And now, that's just a short example of the countertop. But what else can you do? You can you can plant a tree, paint your house, just different things that you can do. I know I gave an example on one of my other videos where I bought a home for $64,000 and I made a lot of money just painting it and cleaning it. It's that easy. So you can make money on your free time. Now, going back to Heriberto, before he became a videographer, he used to work on something else. And this is my second video where I'm not going to tell you what he did before. I'll let him tell you maybe one day on an interview. He can tell you and I'll share. Anyway, he liked photography and liked videography. And I remember he shared the story one time where he told another young guy that was a videographer, he asked him, hey, can I help you for free? Under quotes, for free, just help me. I'll help you, just let me help you. And he says, okay, you can help me. And little by little, he started helping him to the point that now he shoots my videos and he invested in his brain. So you can make money in your part-time. You can do it by creating a wall over there outside of the United States because it's valid, or here by making modifications to your home a little bit at a time and do it for yourself, or which is very powerful, and this goes for any age, anytime, anywhere in the world, invest in your brain, like Heriberto invested in his brain. And now he's a videographer, and soon he's going to make a full transition where he's shooting other people besides me, and this is his way of investing in himself. There was a saying when we were little, if you don't invest, you're not going to be able to grow, you're not going to be able to pull out. If you don't put anything in, you're not going to be able to get anything out. So even if you don't have a lot, or even if you don't have a house, you do have a brain, and you can invest in your brain. So just as a conclusion, bringing it all together, my organization that I started, it's called Mastermind. I started it about 14 years ago, thanks to two of my nephews. They asked me to teach them and I taught them. And Mastermind is that little logo that you see up here or up here on the screen when you watch our videos. That organization is contributing to creating an orphanage in Guatemala. You know, we didn't have all the money to go and create this beautiful orphanage, but we started a little at a time. Where the couple that is in charge of that, they're doing an excellent job, and we're so honored to be able to be part of their great vision, because we're not building all the structure because we have all the money. They said, hey, we'll get the land, and then once they got the land, our organization, I took the initiative to go ahead and contribute, and little by little, now we started building it, and right now it's a 2-story building in Guatemala, one of 5 buildings that we're going to be able to create, and it's little by little. People think it's overnight. It's not overnight. Everything takes time. So if you don't have either or, you can invest in your brain, just like the mechanic did, and he became a mechanic. There are a lot of things that you can invest. There's plumbing. We don't have enough plumbers here in the United States. We don't have enough electricians. We don't have enough mechanics. And people think you got to go to the university and invest all that time. That's a beautiful thing. Just like my nephew, Ricardo Sandegas, he became an engineer. He makes well. But also, when I call my plumbers, like, wow, did I call the doctor or what? He shows up to my house, he's making money. If he gets his hands dirty because he's going to do something to my plumbing, he's going to make a lot more extra money. So invest in your brain. Basically, that's it. Invest in your brain. Invest in physical items like a lot or a home, or invest in your brain. Very well, we're going to leave it at that. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iniguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Thank you for watching our channel, and congratulations for making it here, where we give information that benefits the individual that's watching and their loved ones. I invite you to subscribe and be part of our channel, set the notifications, and watch the new videos. Thank you and welcome.